Hey everybody, I am making salmon with homemade yellow rice and asparagus beans for dinner, so join along. So to my pot I have 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to get that starting to melt. I'm going to start the yellow rice first. I like to make yellow rice homemade because they put yellow dye in it when you buy it from the store, and it's just not good ingredients. So when you make it yourself, you know it's a little bit healthier. So I put turmeric in it, which changes it that yellow color and adds the flavor, and turmeric is really good for you. Once the butter is melted, I'm going to add in my rice, and I'm going to get the rest of my ingredients. So I also need 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and then I need 1 garlic clove. I like to put it in my measuring cup ahead of time, so I just pour it in there when it's ready. I need a teaspoon of onion powder. I just kind of eyeball it. I've made yellow rice enough times. Add 1 cup of long grain white rice to get kind of brownish before you add the rest of the ingredients. So you're kind of sauteing the rice. Ever since I found out what was in the store-bought yellow rice, I've never bought it again. I've made this yellow rice myself for probably 4, 5, 6 years now. So this is my tried and true recipe. I also like to add seasonal. I like to add seasonal to everything. Once it starts changing a little bit brown, you're going to add in your seasonings. And as you can see, it changes to a yellow color from the turmeric. And it is yellow rice. Now we're going to add in 2 cups of chicken broth once I get the seasoning all kind of mixed in there. Now 2 cups of chicken broth. That's normal. All that noise and sound is normal because it's been sauteing at a high heat. Now I'm going to let it come up to a boil for just a minute. Honestly, I'm going to move it over here, because I'm going to cook my salmon over here now. So now that the rice has come up to a boil, I'm going to add the lid on, and I'm going to turn it on super low or simmer. I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes. This is wild caught salmon with the skin on. I'm just going to add some, again, seasonal. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. That's pretty much what I use on almost everything. Move these around so I can get all the rest of them seasoned. You want to start by putting them skin side down, so I'm just going to get the skin seasoned first. Alright, I'm going to set those aside. I am super excited because these are my very first asparagus beans. I've never even tried asparagus beans before. This is the first time I've grown them. This is the first time I've harvested them. So, you and I are going to make these together, and I'm super excited. You get to witness it. And I'm hoping that they're going to be good. So I'm just going to cut the tops off. I'm going to cut them into like smaller pieces. Maybe try to like saute them with some onion. That sounds good to me. Alright, put a little bit of olive oil in my pan. Now I'm going to put my beans in there, and I'm going to cut up this onion. Alright, I'm going to add a half of an onion to my asparagus beans. And then I'm going to add in 1 clove of garlic. And more seasonal. I'm going to add some more olive oil to this pan. Just enough to cover the bottom so that the salmon doesn't stick. I'm going to put it on about medium and let it warm up. Alright, I'm going to put my salmon in. You don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. Probably about 3-ish at a time. I have 6 here. I'm going to do 3 at a time. Skin side down for about 6 minutes. You want them to cook about halfway before you flip them. I'm going to add my asparagus beans over here. Put them down on low. Beans do usually take quite a while to cook. Now I'm going to flip the salmon. Oh yeah. That's what you're looking for. I love when the skin is crispy. It's kind of like a chip. Alright, so now that these are almost done, I'm going to put them onto a plate. And then I'm going to add the other ones, and I'm going to make a cream sauce for these. So while all that is cooking, I'm going to make the cream sauce. It's a lemon garlic cream sauce. So I have one lemon that's juiced. I feel like this giant garlic clove is big enough for 3. If I can even smash it in here. I am just making a mess everywhere with garlic today. You need 1 cup of half and half. I had a bunch of frozen half and half, so I have never thought out half and half, and I wonder what it's like, how it's going to work out. So this is frozen, and I'm just gonna add it in there because why not? We're gonna see how it goes. I live and I learn. 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I like to use a lemon zester to grate my cheese. Let me know if you like this view better or if you like to just look at me cooking the food. I feel like here you can kind of get personal with what I'm doing at this camera view. And the other videos, I usually put it further back. So let me know in the comments which one you like better. Oh, it's probably about 1/3 cup. You need about 1/2 tablespoon of flour to thicken it up. 1 teaspoon of dill. 3/4 teaspoon of thyme. I realize how hard this is to try. I mean, because I cook every night. So I didn't realize how hard it actually is to like try to record myself cooking. See that half and half did just fine. So there is our cream sauce. Alright, it is time to flip over our salmon. Oh, one skin fell off. It'll be okay. Usually the kids take theirs off anyways. They're not a fan of the skin. I love the skin. Stir our beans. Oh, they're looking good. Right, I believe our salmon is ready to go also. Alright, so I'm going to sit that there, and then I'm going to get this off the heat. I'm going to add in our cream sauce. I'm going to add it back to the burner. I want this to heat up a little bit to get a little bit thicker, and then I'll add the salmon back in until it is all the way cooked. Here's what my asparagus beans are looking like. I think they're almost done. I turned down the heat because I don't want them to burn. The rice is done. that you have to kind of play around with the times with the rice, because sometimes it cooks in 20 minutes and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So you have to just taste it and make sure it's not still crunchy. But that is perfect right there. It's definitely soft. It's done. Alright, see how that's thickening up a little bit? It's from the flour. Plus it needed that flour also because my half and half probably watery from the freezer. Alright, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I'm going to add my salmon back in. So you know salmon's done when it flakes. That one is done because it's flaking everywhere. It should flake really easily. Try to get some of that cream sauce on top of it, if I can. Thanks for cooking with me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.